What up, everybody? Make sure I'm not getting any double audio. So we're good. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing very well. I think I'm going to start the show in 5 minutes. If you want to fast forward to the 5-minute mark on the rewatch. I have to say, this entire situation that we find ourselves in currently has really been taking the wind out of my sails. Know what I mean? It's really hard to try and stay positive during these time periods right now with so many attacks happening all from different angles all at once. It is just outrageous. Really hard to stay positive. But I want to shout out to the new subscribers. Thank you guys for sharing. Anybody who's been sharing. I'm almost at 500. So yeah, I'm not going to throw a 500 shout out until we get a few over 500. Thank you all for finding the information that I'm putting out to be worth listening to. I really appreciate that. I don't think this show is going to be that long, but it's going to be some hard-hitting stuff in here that I'm really going to be talking about. Pretty hardcore. I'm going to start the show at about 5 minutes. As an update, though, I have a film that I'm working on. That's all I'm going to say about that. I had some more music, too, that I really want to put some stuff together for and put out. So I'm working on that, too. I feel like I'm running low on time, though, and there's things I want to do, but I can't because I don't have. I just feel that there's things that are taking priority right now, and that is the current situation that we're in. That kind of takes the full priority. There was a couple of things I wanted to talk about because I did make a backup channel, by the way, and I've been just cutting loose on there to see what would happen. But I gotta say, these people out here are extremely extreme, by the way. I had a guy, I did a video on it. A guy said something to me. He was like, I'm happy that, he said, hey, dude. I guess he just looked at me from skin color. I guess he thought that I was automatically a Democrat. I told him multiple times that I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, and that I have exposed the two-party system and stuff. I've exposed this system we have here. And he said some really crazy stuff. He said he's happy. He finds it kind of funny. The Young Turks said that so many Republicans are dying because they're so anti-jab that they're dying and turning their states purple. And he found it funny. He's smiling and grinning and looking at me. And I just stared at him for a bit. I'm like, dude, you're psycho. You're so psycho. These people are crazy. They are extremists. They're crazy psychopaths right now. They really are. People are dying. However, they're not dying from what you think they're dying from. There's people killing people. That's what's happening. Especially when you go somewhere and say that you don't feel well. You might end up dying. And you will be forced to take certain medications, okay, against your will. Anyway, it's 5 minutes. Let's get going. I want to start this show off first with a few definitions of health. The state of being free from illness or injury. Does that have anything to do with anybody on here? Does my health have anything to do with any of you? If I decided to come on here and I wanted to smoke 20 cigarettes while I'm, every single stream, I smoke 20 cigarettes back to back, or a whole pack, or 20 packs of cigarettes back to back. Does that have anything to do with anybody on here? Or is that me? Am I harming you by smoking 20 packs of cigarettes while you're watching my stream? He was restored to health. Synonyms: good physical condition, healthiness, fitness, physical fitness, well-being. Okay, a person's mental or physical condition. A person. So does my mental condition have anything to do with you? If I feel that my mental condition is degrading, so in some kind of way, it's just degenerating, rather, is that harming you because my mental condition is going down? Is that hurting you? Because you're watching the stream, so am I physically affecting you? I find it amazing, too. I just read this. Used to express friendly feelings toward one's companions before drinking. So I guess they mean a toast to health. Here's to you. Here's to good health. So here's to you. And then you drink your poison, right? Health, according to the WHO, is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. A variety of definitions have been used for different purposes over time. Health can be promoted by encouraging healthful activities. Like what? Eating at McDonald's? Is that your healthy activity? McDonald's is killing people. Some people have put themselves in really bad health, showing how McDonald's food has so many toxins and so many preservatives in it that you can leave it out for a year and it doesn't even hardly grow any mold on it or break down. And they're showing people how this fast food is actually killing you. And nobody cares about that. McDonald's is promoting good health. Is that why every single meal from McDonald's is deadly, including their salads? Is that it? By reducing regular physical exercise and avoiding unhealthy activities, situations such as smoking or excessive stress. So are the numbers that you're putting on the television, is that putting stress on other people? Is that what you're doing? Are you putting a whole bunch of fear into people's minds, showing them nothing but deaths and death and death and death and death? Not even death, just cases. Some factors affecting health are due to individual choices, such as whether to engage in high-risk behavior. Others due to structural cases, such as whether society is arranged in a way that makes it easier or harder for people to get necessary healthcare services. Okay. Hey, Travis, what's up, man? So, are they contradicting themselves right here? Some factors affecting health are due to individual choices due to structural causes, such as whether society is arranged in a way that makes it easier or harder for people. So, if we don't get jabbed, then we're not going to be able to get healthcare services pretty soon. I'm seeing that come up as well. Travis Jones, by the way, brought up a real good point in one of his latest streams, that people are being paid. Businesses are being paid. You know what? I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover that because I got a couple videos on my network I'm going to show you that I made a year ago telling you all to boycott these businesses. But no, nobody boycotted the businesses. We not complied. And where did that get us? Nowhere. I'm going to tie it in, though. I'm going to tie it in with Black Lives Matter and what happened from that, too. When did my health become a public situation? When did my health become something that affects everyone else? When did my health become your concern? When did what I do with my own personal health, my own self being free from illness or injury, when did that happen? So if I cut my arm off right now, when did that become your problem? When did that affect you personally? Hey, did you get your jab? Did you get your vax? You vaccinated? I mean, I don't want you getting me sick. I don't want your health situation affecting me. Okay. So is this the society that we're actually planning on living in? To be honest with you, is this it? I'm sure everybody this one more time. Everybody should understand why this is called a germ theory. And you already know why and how I broke down the word theory in my debunked playlist. I got a lot of debunks on there that are really easy for people to just throw in people's faces when they start running their mouths about nonsense. Germ theory. When someone says this, regardless, I don't care how you feel, this is still a theory. It is the currently accepted scientific theory. I don't care if it's a scientific theory or not. I don't. I really don't. And I'm not knocking that. I appreciate if it was a legitimate scientific theory, but it wasn't. You know why? Because of Pasteur and Robert Koch and all these people down here. You know what happened. Crook, you know, a lot of these people. You understand the situations that happen with some of these people. Okay, if you don't, definitely look into this. I'll be putting some links to some of this stuff if you don't know. I can't go over it on YouTube. I'm not even going to try. Because, you know what, at this point, it doesn't matter. And I will say, I don't think anybody was fooled in this situation. Nobody was fooled. You had over a year and a half now. You had a year and a half to flatten the curve and to research. And instead, what I've seen people doing with their free time is learning how to play a whole bunch of songs on guitar. And in my case, I've seen people learn how to play guitar. I keep in mind, I started piano lessons and stuff back in 1995. Okay. I've been playing guitar for decades. I haven't learned anything new, and I don't need to. I know thousands of my own particular works. Okay. I didn't waste my time during so-called lockdown, being locked down and learning music. I didn't waste my time watching a whole bunch of reality TV shows and nonsense. I spent my time learning what exactly is going on. There's been so many red flags in this that nobody was fooled. Nobody was fooled. We can't sit here and look around and call people that we see on a daily basis say that they've been tricked. Nobody has been tricked. You've had more than enough time to look up germ theory. Same goes for the last YouTuber I called out on here. So-called truther. What's her name? Hacking the headlines. You had more than enough time to research this stuff. Everybody should be very adept at this point. Not that it's 100% necessary, but if this is one thing that shuts everything down. Germ theory shuts it all down. And that's why you need to know what it is. You have to know what it is. You don't have to be able to speak on it to a legendary, I don't care. That's fine. But you do need to know what it is. It is the currently accepted scientific theory. It's an accepted scientific theory. It is the current accepted scientific theory. Do you understand what that means? It's not science under any circumstances. I don't know who told you that this is science. Yeah. You know what's weird? If you mix up some crazy concoctions and stick it and shove a needle into a dog's brain, it probably is going to get sick, go crazy, and die. It'll probably happen with a human brain. It'll probably happen with any brain from any animal or anything. If you shoot something with a syringe, how did it get into the dog's brain? Through natural methods? Oh, yeah. You see how even the germ theory starts breaking down when it comes to the scientific method, how it doesn't follow any of it, even if it is a so-called scientific theory. See, when you start doing unnatural things, then all of a sudden, it ain't natural science anymore. And by very definition of pseudoscience, if it does not follow the scientific method, it is pseudoscience. I don't care what you say. That's the definition of pseudoscience. We've had over a year. We've had over a year to flatten the curve. We've had over a year. I am embarrassed to be an American at this point because I see what's happening to America and I see how everything is going downhill. The way, a solution to this problem and the way that we're going to win is to boycott the businesses, put them all out of business. So we're going to move into Black Lives Matter and we're going to move into them destroying businesses, small businesses. You all know about what they were doing. They were destroying enlightened small businesses on fire. They were doing that in order to, similar to what Travis was saying, get paid, okay, to control the masses. See, they weren't really doing that to Walmart. Black Lives Matter, they were kind of like Civil War photos, how all the businesses, when you look at the destruction from the so-called Civil War, everything's still standing, you know, that's important, like federal buildings and things, Capitol buildings, and all the other buildings are all destroyed. What's that tell you? This is what we got to look forward to. I turn on this stupid computer. You want to know why I don't even know if I even want to come on here? So Robin has come out. I want you guys to know this. Robin, Batman's sidekick, has come out. No, wait. Let me make sure y'all understand what I'm saying here, because I don't think you do. The fictional character comic, Robin, has come out as bisexual. Yeah. Cool. That's all I wanted to say about that, because the longer I look at this, the more angry that I get and frustrated with people taking fake characters, reification. You're taking fake characters and you're taking things that really don't even really exist and you're bringing them back into reality. That's kind of what happens with space. We're sitting around here talking about Narnia. We are discussing whether Harry Potter's wand is a hard plastic or if it's just wood. We're not even discussing the fact of whether or not Harry Potter's even real. We're discussing his wand. And then everybody wants to act like they're really educated individuals. How? In what way? I don't care if you hold 50 doctor's degrees. What does that mean? You can't even tell that Harry Potter is a fake fictional character. So where is your intelligence? Your intelligence doesn't lie with whether or not you're educated. Education is not intelligence, period. This is all we're going to start seeing is a whole bunch of nonsense about people resigning, people going against this, people going against that, all this little fake sexual harassment crap by a whole bunch of men. Hashtag Bill Cosby. This is a joke, man. Really don't understand what's going to happen to you. This is going to come for everybody. And the only way that I can see right now in the foreseeable future, the only way that I can see us winning this is by not supporting any businesses. As you all know, I don't support any businesses, but many people cannot stand being alone. They have to be out in all the clubs, in everywhere they can go, supporting business. Shut the businesses down. What's going to happen is, just like what's happening with the nurses, you can pretend and play games all you want. Just like what they're doing here. I'll show you guys. If you get a chance, definitely check this out. Doctors are being told now, and this is the Crow House, by the way, Max Egan. He goes into the very good detail with this stuff. But doctors are losing their licenses if they speak any information, any disinformation. So what you're trying to tell me is that if I spend $500,000 and I got my doctor's degree, you trying to tell me that I'll lose my medical license if I get online and start talking anything about what I went to college for, you're saying you're going to take that away from me? Are you going to reimburse me hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to pay to go to your colleges? University. What does that mean? Uni, one. Verse, speak. One say. One, speak. Government, to limit your mental state, your mind. Hey, Cryptic. What's up, man? I have to get back with you, Cryptic, ASAP, dude. I think like if you're free sometime during this time, I'll email you. I'll email you. We gotta talk it up. Do a live show together soon, man. I need some people to talk to that's actually awake, understand what's going on. Can't deal with this zombie apocalypse happening right now. So they're going after doctors. So any doctors that's starting to talk about this, they're going to start coming for you. Play games all you want. Try and pick what side you want to be on. I had somebody from the military. This dude said, oh, man, I got out of the military at the wrong time. I said, nah, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to any military that goes against any of the patriots of America. You already know what's going to happen. Military can roll on the street and try and shoot us or hurt us if they want to. That's up to them. I will defend myself. I will. You might even get a video of it because I'm not playing. I'm not scared of any of these people. I'm frustrated. Do I want to have to defend myself? No. Do I want conflict? Nope. Am I a pacifist? Hell no. I would love for somebody to put their hands on me. But luckily, people aren't that stupid. It's not like you're going to win. Even if you kick my ass, I guarantee you, I'm going to follow you home. You don't want the static. It ain't worth it. It's better to walk away. If you're dealing with people who refuse to lose, it's better to walk away. Just walk away. Make it easy on yourself. You don't have to prove that you're hard body. Anyway, this was an interesting thing here as well, if you guys want to check this out. But he has some really, really, really good information on there. State workers, businesses. A lot of people are trying to take the medical route. I do think, not medical, sorry, the legal route. I do think that there is a purpose in trying to go through the legality of these things, but you have to understand that they own the court systems. But that doesn't mean to let this whole thing go. I think that every individual, and I'm actually talking with a lawyer right now about this, and I'm going to figure this out. And on the next stream, I'm going to I'm going to talk about it. But there is a method in order for you to say, hey, provide the scientific. Here's what I would say. Let me put it to you guys real quick. Here's what I would say. And this is straight up. Nobody can defeat this, period. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. Can you overrule it some kind of way? I don't know. Maybe not. But if you ask for people to provide the scientific experiment following the scientific method, showing you the experiment with the three constituent parts of the experiment, all three variables, what the variables are, you guys following me, and how the experiment was conducted, showing scientifically that this is how you do it, or showing scientifically one scientific study following the scientific method. Okay, see, this is how you destroy it. Following the scientific method, showing that coverings can stop particles from sickness. Anybody got that? Give you $1,000 right now if you actually could show me the experiment. And if it doesn't have three constituent parts to an experiment, I'm going to call you out on it, right? Kirby says, I'm waiting for the knock on my door. I live in Massachusetts. So it's oh, yeah. No, man, I'll be honest with you. the big thing about this whole thing is just defending yourself, not letting anybody hurt you. No one is allowed to hurt anybody, and anybody who has an attack on them has the right to defend themselves. So I'm calling for people to defend themselves if somebody's trying to hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way I have to put it here, because people have to understand that everybody has a right to self-defense. We have a right. We have a God-given right to defend ourselves, period. So if somebody wants to try and hurt you, you have a right to defend yourself, period. There's nothing wrong with that. Police officers pull me over. They say something to me. I'm very respectful to them. They don't have to say anything. As soon as they pull me over something, and, I'm instantly courteous and listening to what they have to say and following the orders that they give. And I have no reason for them to get any angry or to try and do anything, because I follow exactly what they say. And in most cases, 99% of the time, nothing happens. There's a difference when somebody is resisting arrest, and it's just like Crowhouse says, the only thing that somebody should be able to do is just place their arm on your shoulder and say, hey, you're under arrest. And it's the end of it. But when someone is attacking you or beating you, you have a right to defend yourself. And that's the way it really is at the end of the day. People fail to understand this. Hey, Vertec, thanks for joining. How are you? So back to what I was saying. When exactly did my personal illness from injury, free from illness or injury, mental and physical condition, when did Travis Jones, when he goes on his runs, on his daily runs and his daily workouts, when did what he's doing make me sick? When did me smoking 20 packs of cigarettes on this live stream make you sick at your house watching this? When did my own personal health make you sick? A weaponized theory. This is the same thing that happened with flat Earth. This is the same thing that happened with Einstein. Einstein came on here, and Einstein said, I am going to make theories, and I'm going to weaponize a theory. And Einstein weaponized gravity. Einstein weaponized cosmology. Einstein weaponized this stuff. He pushed a narrative that he had no proof of, he had no scientific data of, he had nothing on this, and he pushed it. This is what he did. And now, all of a sudden, it's in every school. This is the next theory that has been weaponized already. And it's just as bad. Krabby says, I missed you, bro. We don't even know each other in real life, but I don't relate to anybody. Oh, I know, man. I know. Cops are usually trying to enforce. Oh, yeah. I mean, when someone is unlawful, if someone is unlawful and illegal, there's two ways to handle it. You can sue the insurance company that insures the police. That's how you get things done. Is file lawsuits and things like that. Not lawsuits, but complaints and threats of lawsuits. And you can try. I mean, regardless if somebody breaks the law. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna break this down real clear. So just because you go inside a Walmart doesn't mean you're allowed to go around and punch people in the face. That's like YouTube saying, like the freedom of speech thing. Okay, I'm here on YouTube, so they think that they don't have freedom of speech. Oh, no. Hold on. If one person can say it, but I can't, that's called discrimination. That has nothing to do with freedom of speech. That's called discrimination. So if Rihanna can take her little man boy body on here, okay, and go naked on here, that means I should be able to put nudity on my channel and YouTube not say anything about it. Just because it's Rihanna doing it doesn't mean that she has more power than me, and doesn't mean anything whatsoever, okay? It's called discrimination. You can do it, but you can't do it. That's the illegal part. You can't just go, okay. So you own a Walmart. So that means that it's private property. So that means that the cops can't come in there and arrest people for knocking people out, walking around Walmart, knocking all the customers out, and the cops ain't allowed in there? No. You have to follow certain laws. And when these cops or anyone else, it don't matter who it is, even the politicians, when you violate the law, you are an illegal criminal at that point. It has nothing to do with whether or not, somebody's in uniform or not. Travis and meanwhile, listeners in the gym working out. Exactly. Don't work out too hard, Trav, because you already know that you getting me sick. All right, you killing my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be at McDonald's somewhere. You killing my grandparents right now. You ain't supposed to be out doing that. What's wrong with you? It's insane how they've weaponized it and they've turned it upside down. So now what people do with their own personal health actually can affect you. Because when you got the whole population getting these so-called autoimmune deficiency type of things, when they get these AIDS looking like symptoms, if you understand what I'm talking about, because I can't really say it, and they pass it on to you because your DNA is interacting with their DNA, they are affecting your life and your health. Because all of our immune systems, in a way, I feel, are communicating with each other. You see what I'm saying? But when you add these unnatural things that these people do, you have no idea of the long-term studies. So if you get into an accident, okay, because I know all these people who have been taking this stuff and getting these jabs have been donating their disgusting, decrepit blood, okay? And they're going to put that blood in people. You understand? I don't even know what'll happen if they take other people's blood because you get into an accident. So you work out, you healthy, you eat good. Some drunk driver hits you, puts you in the hospital. You need blood, and they give you somebody's blood that's unhealthy, that ain't even regular blood. They got a whole bunch of weird crap in it, and then you get some kind of clot because of that. That's how other people's health affects us, when they won't even let you go into a store because of this. That's how it affects us. You see that? You see how they flipped it? I'm trying to show you how your own personal health doesn't affect anyone else but you. And what they've done is weaponized it to where your own personal health now will affect other people, causing me to lose my job soon. It's coming. So I also got something where, let me show you guys something real quick. This is the definition of safe. Earthquake says legal law assumes a contract, which they usually don't have. Exactly. And there's also common law. New meme. I'm a pro immune system. I like it. I'm a pro immune system. I like it. So my job just gave me a paper and said that things are, jabs are safe and effective. Legally, I think I have a lawsuit because I'm so happy. Look, you guys don't understand this because I'm a patriot, all right? I'm from America. And what we do here in America is we take from others to boost ourselves. That is the way of life here in America. You understand? You need to be so happy. Somebody step on your foot, you better get at least 2 million out of that. You understand? Don't mess around. Safe, protected from or not exposed to danger or risk. What that means. What does that mean? Travis Jones broke this down not too long ago. That's why I don't even tell people stay safe to a certain degree, because what the word actually implies, I don't think anybody should be safe, locked away from anyone. See, there's multiple definitions. Now, protected from, or not exposed to danger or risk. What that means is that if someone tells you, if I come on here and give you you medical advice telling you that DMT is safe to take, you go and then you trip out and you jump off a bridge. Technically, I aided and I helped you to that. Technically, I'm not promoting anything because I feel I'm a naturalist. I just am. Somebody made the argument not too long ago, and he said, well, there's poisons found in nature that are natural, that hurt your body. Okay. Did I once say everything natural is good for you? I don't remember saying that. Do I have to go over all hundreds of my videos right now and actually listen to myself just to make sure that I didn't say that everything natural is good for you? That's not what I said. That has nothing to do with it. I said genetically modified, changed. Anything changed that is not natural will have an unnatural effect on you. What are sicknesses that are not natural? Cancer. What, your immune system just automatically by itself causes cancer? It just kills you? All right. I didn't know that. You just automatically lose your brain and lose the ability to remember and talk. You automatically get Alzheimer's. That's natural. That just happens, right? Let me explain something again. Natural. Shout out, Quantum Eraser, Nathan Oakley. Real science. What's natural? What's real? Scurvy is caused by a deficiency in vitamin C. That will happen in everybody. Everybody watching this stream, everybody listening to this stream, it will happen to you. If you do not take vitamin C and you're prolonged like that, you will have scurvy. You will have the same effects. It will happen to every single person. Understand? Why doesn't every single person get Alzheimer's if it's natural? And I can't believe we live in a world so stupid. I really can't. I really can't. I don't know how to even deal. There's also this that I want to move on to real quick because I'm probably going to get hit on this. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube's weird, man. I hate not being able to speak. But I mean, I am going to speak regardless. I'm going to speak. If you look here in the back of this is a flat earth in the back. See that horizon? It's actually flat. They're actually showing you that. They'll tell you it's curved because you're too stupid to realize that it's flat, because all of your emotions and all of your all of your all of your senses tell you that you're not upside down when you're in Australia. However, you're stupid and you're wrong, and that's why you need to listen to the TV to get your only source of truth, like that one communist woman says over in New Zealand. Scurvy. Vertex says that's why we're called. What is that word? Limeys? So this keeps happening here. They're pushing the wildfire thing. What's the girl's name? Greta Thunberg. Shout out to Greta Thunberg. Shout out retracted. Greta Thunberg is featuring with me on a song, by the way. And if I don't get a strike, I will be disappointed on that song, which is coming out pretty soon. So be sure to check that out. It's a real good one. The factories, I think she said something like this: the factories that are making your shirts and all of your stuff, by wearing a shirt, you are killing the earth. You guys have to understand this, okay? I know that you're not going to understand, but you need to try, okay? I know everybody here got little tiny brains, but by eating burgers and eating food, you're killing me and my family, and you're killing the earth. And you guys need to stop. You need to grow a brain and stop, because you're killing the earth. There's a whole bunch of scientific consensus showing that other scientists agree that it's killing the earth. And all it takes is for a group of people with degrees saying that it's killing the earth for it to be true. Therefore, you got to realize that. Know what I mean? Vertex says, the Royal Navy gave sailors limes. Oh, limeys. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. I don't know where my mind is right now with that. I don't know what's happening. I don't, man. There's so much on my mind that, yeah, I didn't even, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I know. I didn't understand that. I'm sorry. Travis says, no strike. Can't have that bullshit. That's better. Show respect. Hey, Trav, I hope they do strike me. Let them strike me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? You know what? What I'm noticing, what they're doing is they're striking people with directly coming out. They just took down David Yates' channel. They terminated his channel because he directly said, uh, like directly, he's talking about all of the studies, all the reports that came out, all about the current sickness. And if you say anything about the current sickness, but I feel like at this point we already know. We already know. So it's no point in me talking much about the germ theory anymore on here. I can talk about the germ theory. I'm free to talk about it. Big channels can't, but I'm free to talk about the germ theory as long as I don't equate that to the germ that's currently happening now. As long as I don't equate that to that, they won't strike me. You know what I mean? Hey, Drea, how are you? Thank you for joining. But yeah, YouTube don't like you, Travis, man. They've been I already know. I know, man. I was following you for a while. I seen how they treated you on everything or whatever. They were, that's communist. That's what communists do. But in reality, Travis, you reaching a lot more people than what they're actually showing and what they're saying. They take away 20 or 30 subscribers at a time from me, and 2 days later, all of a sudden, I got them right back. Or all of a sudden, I got one view on a video. Next thing I know, it's 200. Then 2 days later, it goes back to 5. And I'm just like this, So none of these the reach that it's showing us is legit. None of the numbers, the algorithm and the system that they're doing and what they're using. I've been studying this algorithm and its search engine and the way Google works with. I was doing that for a while when I was promoting my music and stuff. I mean, I was able to pull hundreds of thousands of views and things like that, and get a crazy amount of reach, only on certain topics. See what I'm saying? People actually sell monetary, but the thing is that you can't do that in a truth community because it's a legit community. So when it comes to people, like, say, just as an example, it comes to bikes or motorcycles, there's a niche for that. So there's millions of people that just want to look up a whole bunch of motorcycles and stuff, and you can get hundreds of thousands of subscribers if you do it properly. But the biggest thing, like I said, is just, models on Instagram, models and what they do, just trying to get people's attention. Women just giving other women a bad name, and men also that are really women, telling women to put on a whole bunch of makeup and cover themselves up because they need to look like men. So there's that. Rashawn, thank you for joining. It says Germ many. Aussies have Velcro on their feet. Otherwise they fall off. Vertec. So it's funny. That Australian Velcro is different, though. They used Einsteinian technology in order to develop that. It's from the professionals. Look, you guys don't understand this. This is well above your relative mental capacity. Okay, just give it up. All right. Anyway, this is the what they're doing now. All these floods. I don't know if you guys have been seeing these floods. They're just destroying everything. They are destroying everything. I think that we would really be able to turn this whole thing around if they just weren't doing the whole wildfire thing and they weren't kicking off this alien thing. I mean, oh, man, this alien thing has really gotten out of hand. It has truly gotten out of hand. People aren't even thinking logically anymore. I hear double speak with all of the alien stuff. I just constantly, especially from Tyler. He is such a freak. If I ever get a chance to talk to him again, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind in a very, very respectful way. Yep. This is another thing that they keep doing. Locking everything down. So Australia is being locked down again. I'm really upset about Australia. I'm very upset about Australia. You know, real quick, as a sidetrack, I want to let you all know something. My grandfather was born in 1929, and I was always wondering about why he stayed working for other people. He never went to a grocery store. He never worked for any big company. My dad went to work for a major corporation, and he made a crazy amount of money. And it was a line job. They don't really make money on the line anymore. They don't make money in factories, and factories aren't even in America that much anymore. And what I realized from my grandfather was he worked for millionaires, and he did a lot of maintenance work. He would basically do landscaping and work for them. But his problem and his failure was he never got raises. I think for almost 80 years, okay, this dude was working for under $6 an hour, okay? However, he wasted a lot of his money because he was given a crazy amount of property decades ago. Crazy amount of property. These people got houses years ago before most of us was born. These people got houses that are now valued at $500,000. They got these houses years ago doing all of this stuff. This is what they did. And he's one of the ones that was born in 1929 and was coming up in the 40s in World War II. And he came up during a time period where he realized that he had to do his own work, that he wasn't going to let the government tell him that he needed to work for a major corporation. And what happened was the other traitors to humanity, and baby boomers and the rest of those idiots, right? What they did was they decided, oh yeah, let's get off the farms and let's go over here to the supermarket. Drea had actually mentioned it. And she, well, not that exactly, but she had mentioned people eating certain foods, dry foods and things like that. And what ended up happening was, instead of getting natural and fresh fruits from working at these places on these farms and having your own stuff, you now have GMO'd fruits, and most people don't even eat it, or vegetables. You now got GMO'd crap, and it's all in the supermarket. Everywhere you go has to be there, or else, I mean, so they're the traitors to humanity because they took away our own natural way of providing for ourselves, and they put it all up to big corporations. And that was the first takeover. And if I'm not mistaken, they might have did that in 1918. That's probably how they pulled that whole thing off in 1918. And all the people that didn't want to go and start moving toward the new takeover. Oh, actually, I take that back. Maybe it was a combination of that and the Great Depression. They probably, if I'm not mistaken, they used the Great Depression as a form of saying, this is why, we need, structure, and we need, who knows, to be honest with you. I gotta relook at that. I think it was that. And it was a combination of like World War II and this stuff. Bankers. It was a lot going on. Crib says, I got a new job doing security at a concert venue, and the other day a band was requesting we wear masks. We didn't because we don't work for them. Unfortunately, a band still had their stage. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that's what they're gonna do. No, nobody should be going to these shows. But everybody, like I said, this is Egypt that we live in. Everybody know we live in Egypt, and this is idol worshipers here. Everyone worships idols. You turn on, how about this? How about we look at trending? King Von, Demon. Yeah, sounds right. Sounds good. Shock collar flight simulator. This is what people are wasting their time with. See what I'm saying? Nothing but idols. Nothing but idols. Ciphers, rap battles. Rap. It's nonsense music that has no cap. Vaccine. How the immune system actually works. I can't even say this idiot's name. You know, it's a real red flag when you can't even pronounce their name. XXX Tentaxion and all the other crap. When you can't even pronounce people and they don't even have a regular name, most likely they're a retard. Billie Eilish, of course. You know, he just came out with a new record. Fortnite. Video games idols. Propaganda. That's all it is. Hey, Watts. Says, hey, Amish, and all the beautiful people in here. Sorry I'm late for the class. Just got the notification. Oh, you're good, man. You know, my notification things, they don't even work on my phone. So I'm actually checking it from my phone and I'm not getting a notification. I have to actually click. And I have it turned on, but I do a check every stream just to see if the notifications are going through. And they're not. So there's that. Vertex says, have I checked out Zuby? No. Who is Zuby? Independent rapper, author, life and fitness. No. Zia. Probably check him out. I don't listen to much music anymore, guys. I do make some music, but I don't listen to a lot of music. I'm going to do a live stream on the music industry and show you guys some amazing things. There's, you know, if there's one thing that I am an expert level, one of the highest degree, it's the music industry. I've learned everything about the music industry. I'll tell you guys something that took years just to be able to know. If you guys want something ever played on the radio, it actually has to be on a professionally replicated CD. It can't be on a burned CD. Doesn't matter whether you have barcodes or anything. It has to be on a professionally replicated CD in order for them to even legally be allowed to even play it. And then on top of that, I mean, you know, but I'm going to do a real breakdown on that. Vertex says, check out Zuby's Okay Dude. All right, will do. I'll probably get a copyright strike if I play it in here. I'll check it out, though. I like some any kind of people that moderately are awake. I don't listen to much music because I feel everybody is asleep now. You know, not to sound cocky or anything. It's just weird. It's kind of like people don't see right now that every job in the next 3 months is going to start mandating that you have a shot, and the life that you're going to have, like you're going to be rounded up. So the only thing that I can see that people should be focusing on and every truther should be talking about is figuring out how to turn the whole thing back around. And that's really what this whole show's about, these solutions. And my solution, one of them, is boycott all the businesses. Don't go to any concerts. Don't support these people. Don't go to any businesses, local businesses, mom pop shops, put them out of business. They think that they're going to, businesses. Here's what I said on the video. If you guys look back almost a year ago on my channel, look it up. It says boycott the businesses. If you go back and you look back on that, what I'm trying to say in that is that these businesses are the ones mandating the masks because they're not letting you in the stores because of the masks. They're not going to let you in the stores because of the shot. That's the way that's going to work. So, you know, might as well join Black Lives Matter at that point, burn it all down. You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. And that's legal, apparently. So let these stores go under. Let them all go under. One way or another, the hammer is going to come down from the top, from your government masters. The hand's going to come down and it's going to say, hey, it's going to say, you all are going to mandate this and we'll pay you. Just like Travis mentioned, if y'all get a chance, check him out, Travis Jones. They're going to get paid. And if they're paying you a crazy amount of money for every vaccinated individual or every person that's not, they'll pay you. Fire him, right? He's probably going to quit before he made that much money for you anyway, right? Hey, JK Grunge. Thank you for joining, my friend. I hope all is going well. Last thing I want to talk about real quick. So, also real quick, I want to shout out Travis on this because they are going after the children. And I know he had mentioned, that he's concerned with his kid and everything, and he's concerned with his family. And I think all of us should be concerned with our family with this as well. And so I just want everybody to keep him in y'all's thoughts for sure. You know what I mean? Because we're the last frontier right now, as far as we're the last defense, and it's real hard when they take the power that we have, our own God-given power, and they take it away, from us. Hey, Drea says, yep, they're paying. My apartment leasing agent, wow, just told me that they're paying employees to get it, and not mandating yet, but yeah. And here's the thing too, Drea. Thank you for sharing that. A bribe is illegal. So this whole thing's illegal. That literally means that technically we should be able to sue them, but it has to be handled properly, because technically it is illegal. See what I'm saying? It really is illegal. JK Grunge says, "Oh, good, thank you. I'm a little bit late though." Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, this stream ain't gonna be long. So the stream started about 5 minutes. So if y'all want to check it out, started at 5-minute mark. It's really good in the beginning and stuff too. Covered a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna keep it too long. Oh yeah, Travis, ain't no thing, man. Because I'll tell you, my ex, I've been raising kids now for the past 13 years. They're not even my kids. And I was raising, pretty much taking care of kids, putting them in school, paying hundreds of dollars a week for daycare and stuff, for kids that aren't even my kids, my ex's kid. And now, of course, she, that's a whole different subject. But whole point, when people take that kind of power out of your hands, and to see people doing this, see, my niece is 12. So they're trying to approve this thing for people that are over 12, but they're trying to rush it, as they're saying here, for people that are under 12 as well. And this isn't about whether or not this whole thing is approved. It's about the long-term studies. That's how you know controlled opposition. And that's why we really need to protect children, because and we need to stand by, like I said, Travis, you ever need anything, you already know. Hit me up on my email. I don't care what it is. I'll drive down to you. You know what I mean? You probably from DC, 6 hours, 7 hours. All you got to do is hit me up. You know what I mean? You need anything, you hit me up, feel free. That goes for anybody. I'm always willing to help out in anything, any situation. I don't care what it is. If it's a serious situation and it takes some kind of, I don't care how much work I need to put in. I don't care who I need to contact. I got some good contacts. I got some people, and I can help any situation. I'm willing to put it all on the line for it, because this is the last defense. 100%. This is the last defense. And so you guys know my emails. I'm a space station, either at Gmail or Proton Mail. You let me know. But because this is getting serious, and what we have to do, Richie from Boston had brought this up. We need to build communities, and that's really what these whole, this whole YouTube thing, this whole thing is for. I respect Richie from Boston. He goes around, he meets all of his subscribers. I can't meet every single person, that is on my entire social media, because I don't get paid to do this, and I have to work to a certain degree until they say that I have to risk my life to work. And then no, I refuse to. No, it's not happening. Like, it's not happening. And I'm not going to, we're not going to stand for it, period. That's illegal. If it was legal, fine, but it's illegal. So there's that. But this is the last defense. And it's not about whether this is approved. That's how you know, back to what I was saying about controlled opposition. Controlled opposition is saying that this is a emergency approved. No. It doesn't matter whether it's emergency approved. It doesn't matter. McDonald's is FDA approved and it kills you. It's not about the approval. It is about the long-term studies, in which it will take 10 to 15 years in order to figure that out. So you're supposed to go with that. above all else. You don't go for something. All they'll do is say it's approved. Then what? You use it as an argument, yeah, but it can't be your main base. You can't use that as a main case. That's not a good enough argument. McDonald's doesn't even grow mold. There's a guy pouring liquid mercury. Have you guys seen that? I think it's liquid. I don't know if it's it's molten, if I'm not mistaken. On McDonald's. I don't even know how to spell it. I'm happy about that. So you can eat this crap if you want. Shout out Travis Jones, hitting it in the gym, tearing it up.
Grammatically correct.
He actually got me working out. I started working out because Travis inspired me. I got a little bit of muscles now. I'm feeling good. Look at him. Look at this dirty biting that stupid. Eating that crap. Oh, it's copper, I think. Molten copper. You guys see that? You guys think it's a joke. I don't know if you've seen it before. You think it's a joke, dude. Think it's a joke, eating that crap, having that crap try and break down in your system. You see that crap? I know people that eat this 3 times a day. It ain't even hardly doing nothing to the bread, dude. You got to be kidding me, man. This is what your stomach is supposed to be breaking down right here. It's the nastiest crap I think I've ever seen. The mice are refusing the jab until humans... until the humans have finished the safety test. Well, hey, you know what? Mice, look, you got to understand, Vertec. 2021, mice are way smarter than people. You got to understand. You guys are making me sick, okay? Because I'm jabbed and you're not. That makes 100% sense. You need to go and get jabbed and stop messing around for me. That's what you need to do, okay? So let's do it. You guys go do that for me. You're not getting jabbed for yourself. You're getting jabbed for me. You understand? That makes perfect sense. It's like Travis right now. I'm getting muscles because Travis is working out for me. You see what I'm saying? Travis, I got to hit some cardio soon, man. You know what I mean? I'm having trouble breathing. So you go... They've studied this mRNA for 10 years, but no long-term studies because nothing lives. That's so true. I'm not laughing over because I know the seriousness of it. It's just, it's true. And it's so, oh God, man, it makes so oh man, I would personally pay McDonald's to come out with a burger called McSoylent. I'd pay them to do that just to see if anybody thinks twice about it. But you know what would happen? They would take my money and make it a hit. They you know, just like the music industry, they say, yo, check it. I know I can make a hit out of somebody putting a whole bunch of grapes in their mouth and rapping. I would say, nah, bro, you're crazy. You're psychotic. You need mental help. And then you know what would happen? Fast forward, 2020, mumble rap. And all of a sudden, that's a hit. And then what? I look stupid, right? I don't care what they say. They can literally say they can make a dog a hit rapper. You know what I'm saying? I already know they can. You don't have to. No, I know that they can say that Santa Claus is going to come and tear people apart if you don't knock down all your chimneys from your homes and go full electric grid and full electric heating and stuff like that, right? I know people would do it because people would be afraid of Santa Claus coming and coming robbing them, jumping down their chimneys and robbing them. I know they will. 2020 has shown that they can do anything. You all know. They say right now aliens are coming down. You know people are going to start running around like chickens with their head cut off, except their head's still going to be on, which is going to allow them to run around longer than the chicken would have. Because chicken probably fall, pretty shortly after. You know what I mean? Travis says we getting it in. Yeah, man. You already know. Watt says that's why it's called a Big Mac attack, because it attacks your whole bodily system. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, oh man, these same people that eat from here 24/7, same people are the ones telling me that I need to go and get myself immunized. Or what is it? Am I saying that word right? Is it euthanize or immunize? I get them both mixed up. I think they mean the same. Bam! That's a shot. Bam! That's a shot right there. You like that? That's called a sucker punch. Sucker punch to YouTube. What is it? What is it? Is it euthanize or immunize? Bam! Strike me. Do it. Do it! But on a real note, though, I specifically remember one of the guys I work with and his kid and stuff. Now they're throwing pool parties. They are ignoring that CNN. They're trying to tell everyone. Let me make sure you guys understand this. They're telling you now that 15% of the cases now are children, and everyone is having their kids play around with each other. And I don't understand why. Why are the kids still playing around with each other? Why are the same people that were arguing with me at my job about wearing coverings, why are those same people sitting around here having their kids? They come in and tell me about what they're doing with their children in the pool and how all of their neighborhoods coming together, and they're all safe, and they're all, and they're having fun in the pool, and they're all keeping their distance, and they're all blah, 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 6 feet. That's how you do it. That's how you keep your distance. Vertex says euthanize means the bye-bye jab. Oh, it's the same thing. Exactly. Sometimes I see my coworkers walking in with junk food, and they are the first ones to close the office because of the boogie bug going around. They are. I mean, this dude, I'm gonna tell you guys now. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna say that. It has not. It puts me into question because some people are gonna try and say, "Oh, you're a look." I'll do anything. Okay, I'll record whoever I want. But what I was gonna say was, these people, this dude, especially this dude whose kid goes all these places or whatever. This dude eats Hardee's and McDonald's every single day. I finally got the guy to start making his own food at his house and bringing it in, but he still drinks multiple sodas a day, and he drinks those purple little sugar-free aspartame filled ass part of me, not aspartame, I think it's ass part of me, energy drinks, Monster, with the three sixes in Hebrew slashes down, the Monster ones, and to unleash the beast with 3-6 on there. He drinks those. I mean, this dude is like 500 pounds, dude. He's way overweight, and he's the first person. He's been arguing with me, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna argue with me. I will knock you out. You're not gonna argue with me. You know that you can't get your heart racing right now, okay? Because of all that, how clogged it is, and you definitely need to calm yourself down. And they're literally starting fights with me, and they're the most unhealthy individuals. I mean, you hear him in there, and he's all, my head's foggy. I need coffee. I'm just like, dude, you need to get out of here. You're about to make me sick. Keep your germs. I told him that. He sneezed one time, and I grabbed a mask down on the table, and I held it up to my face and backed away from him with my hand out. And yeah, he didn't like that much. I don't mess around with these people, or they really don't like me at my job. I don't care. I find that very flattering, especially when females find it. If there's women that especially any women. The first thing I do now, okay, if I ever go on a date with anybody else anymore, which, like I said, that's completely changed now. First question I'm asking is the same thing that they're starting to ask you: is, are you vaccinated? That's what I'm going to ask, because when you answer that one question, you actually answer whether you are an idiot, whether you're superficial, whether you're an idol worshiper, whether you're a globe earther. That's a big one right there. You think you're spinning on a globe, and you worship Einstein and his incest habits, in which is true. That's a true statement about Einstein. You all know that, correct? The whole cousin thing. So that's my first question, and it answers many questions concerning, so I love it when I find women that are really strange and stuff. It's, women have truly become, people in general, the men too, they have turned into some very disgusting creatures to me now. And I look at them with a different view. I don't find them physically attractive. As far as, I don't find vaccinated individuals or mind controlled individuals physically or attractive in any kind of way. I find mental capacity to be the most attractive trait. Open mindedness, mental capacity, health, of course, legitimate health. Women do not have as much muscle mass as men. So I don't care how much a woman technically works out. That doesn't have any effect on their health. Running and jogging has the best effect on women's health, not lifting weights. That's for men. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody wants to see a whole bunch of women running around here looking like He-Man. There's no point in that. Kind of defeats the purpose, And I'm not knocking people who are same-sex attracted, but if you are attracted to, women that are big, way bigger and more muscle-bound than men, then you might as well just date a man, because at that point you are attracted to more muscular. I'm just putting it out there. So you might listen. You might have to reevaluate your sexuality, guys. All right, just. You might have to reevaluate. That's all I'm saying. Cryptic says, it's all that Mukasa. People are literally full of shitty, toxic mucus. 100%. Yeah. People are disgusting. Honestly, I will not touch people that get this therapy done. What's up says, I am single AF. Hopefully I'll meet a flat earth truth seeker one day. I agree. That's really the way to go. If the people that you date, if they can't come to terms with understanding the reality, especially of Earth, they're never going to understand anything else. Because the thing is with flat Earth, real quick, what triggered me today was them saying now that conspiracy theorists, have you guys seen this? Conspiracy theorists, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, is evolution. Conspiracy theorists are raging because of your evolution. You guys are all monkeys. Listen. Evolution. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Okay. Look, you guys, look, I got to explain to you why you guys are all monkeys. Okay. Hold on. I'll find it. I think the guy's name is Justice Knight. He's with that other fake truther. Rise over. Oh, come on. I might have to do a whole stream on this. So conspiracy theories, they're all rising.
Hi there. Welcome.
They're all rising because it's part of human evolution. You guys understand what I'm saying? Part of your human evolution, because you guys came from monkeys. There it is. Terrifying new study says conspiracy theory epidemic could be a result of human evolution. This is, look, you monkeys. I lost my crap when I see this. I don't know if this makes you all angry as me, but I'm real serious about this. I don't like it. I don't. You see, this is part of what it means if you're dating somebody who can't understand the evolution and dinosaurs and all of this crap that has to do, with the globe Earth. I mean, this is part of what they believe in. This is part. It's not attractive. It's not attractive. Travis says, "Me too, brother. Your so-called 10 is a negative 10." Exactly. Oh man. Oh, 100%. I don't care how attractive any of these girls are supposed. Attractiveness is mental capacity, is true connections that you have with somebody. I have met, and I like right now. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. My girlfriend understands flat Earth 100%. Period. There is she could actually out debate people, period, on her own. So, I mean, there's that. And you get a way better connection with people when you really understand reality, because there's nothing else that's really important other than understanding where you are, who you are, and understanding what's, a common goal. And the common goal is the real goal of finding the truth of reality. And what I see people doing on a daily basis is, by falling into the right or falling into the left, you think half of the nation feels the way you do. Oh man, I can't believe Biden won. Oh man, I can't believe Trump won. Yeah, all right. I connect with you 100%. You want to go get jabbed and hang out together? Sure, man. I wouldn't do anything else today. We think alike. Virgil says, "I'm a conspiracy enthusiast." I'm just a monkey. I'm just a monkey. I'm trying to figure out, I get really offended with the evolution thing. I have thoroughly debunked evolution. Okay. Evolution is just no. It is one of the worst things besides the globe Earth. Okay. Look at this. Look at this ratio. 308 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down from like 4 hours ago. Look at that ratio, dude. He is in command of thousands of people. He gives thousands of people this information, hundreds of thousands. Him and that other woman, Lisa Haven, they've moved their network onto their own platform now, and they make crazy amount of money. Not telling anybody anything that's actually important. Amazes me. No wonder humanity is doomed. Hey, Matt. Thanks for joining, my friend. I think the elites are grabbing at strings now. The news is a total bathroom. Yeah, it is. It is. That says we are devolved humans compared to the Tartarians. What a effing joke. For your information, I don't believe in evolution either. Well, here's the thing, right? And I love Nathan Oakley's network and Quantum Eraser on here. Evolution. So, like in my song with Eric and everything, the definition of evolution. They don't really even have a definition of evolution. First step of the scientific method is observe a natural phenomenon. Have any of you on my network right now, have any of you ever seen evolution? Yes or no? No. It's a historical narrative. It fails step one. Step one of the scientific method. Not 2, 3, 4. It don't even matter. You can't even get past step one. It's never been observed. It's not real. It's a historical narrative. It's just not even real. There's nothing to even not believe in, my friend. It fails science. It fails step one of the scientific method. It's not even science. Many scientists have said that it's not science. It's historical narrative. What they did is they said, this is, evolution from years ago. You came from monkeys. There are still these ugly things right here. They didn't evolve, but you did, and you're part of them. Really now. What's also funny? It's crazy. a lot of idiots, especially people in my family who I just want to slap in the face, with a big amount of powder. And I will do that. Okay. I will do that one day. One day they are going to get slapped. They say that animals have been on Earth for millions of years before humans, and they are smarter than us. And they are, alligators been here for, okay, let me look that up. How long have alligators? Oh my God! Alligators have been on Earth for 200 million years. And they're still stupid enough to get caught and killed by humans. They never evolved, right? A living fossil from the age of reptiles, having survived on Earth for 200 million years. This is the world that we live in right now. 200 million years. I can't even find out exactly what happened during World War II completely, which was 60, 70, 80 years ago. 80 years ago. And these bastards were sitting here surviving World War II, getting all the knowledge from 200 million years ago. You believe that? Crip says, I got to go to work. Got to make sure these brain dead zombies don't kill them. Hey, as long as it's not a private business that you work at, you might be good, Cryptic. I don't know. Is it a whole bunch of white people mixed with a whole bunch of black people all saying Black Lives Matter with a whole bunch of spray paint cans in their hand? Then I understand. Make sure they don't start a riot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're doing it everywhere. Because Streamer says, I've seen in my public school education book. Scientism. Yep. Science versus the scientism. Oh, yeah. On a car ride. How is that even measurable? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't know. A living fossil from the age of, so they found a fossil that somehow retained DNA from 200 million. You see how stupid it is? I don't have time for this nonsense. I don't. Somebody has to get slapped when someone comes to me and tells me this, especially if it's a family member. You do not have permission to tell me about anything 200 million years ago without getting slapped. If you want to tell me, listen, look, this is for everybody. Everyone has my permission to tell me about 200 million years if you sign a paper giving me permission to slap you as hard as I can with powder. Powder's for dramatic effect. It works. If you've ever seen anybody get slapped with powder, it is for dramatic effect and it works. If I have permission to do that, you have permission to explain 200 million years for me. I can't even fathom 200 million years. 200 million years and the earth still hasn't overheated on fire yet from fake climate. Oh, God. I mean, they debunk themselves while they're debunking themselves. While they're trying to prove themselves, they're debunking themselves while they're like 200 million years, Earth has survived, but in 10 years, Earth will be on fire. What? All right. I hope Earth is on fire in 10 years so that we don't have to deal with this crap. Drea says the only evolution I'll accept is the one of us remembering lost parts of ourselves and seriously change the world for time to come. Exactly. I don't know completely what happened with the Tartarian age. I still am not 100% sold that the Tartarians. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that world was filled with music and noise and sacred geometry filled with constant noise. I think it was for more energy generating things. But there's also phase cancellation. And when you can actually phase things and you can hear frequencies that, like I said, I don't know. There's a lot to research when it comes to that. But yeah. And, here's the thing. We are in a time period and we have a grand opportunity to flip this whole thing around. You know what I mean? Drea, we can actually flip this around and we can change the world right now. They have put themselves on display And I think our weapon of choice that we're supposed to use is germ theory. And we take it to courts. Take it to the courts. I mean, we got to do whatever we can. I'm not saying that that's a sure way to win, but that's one of the biggest ways is to take it to courts. Travis says, I feel like slapping somebody today. I'm in my Ludacris voice. People keep telling me I look like Ludacris, man. Kirby says, I'm at a concert venue. Tonight is a hardcore band, Between the Buried and Me. Oh, yeah, I met what's the guy's name? Rusty? Rusty. Between the Buried and Me. I think his name's Rusty. I met him a couple times. I played guitar with him. I got it on video, but I don't upload it. Members. I don't. Dusty. Members. Dusty. There he is. Boom. Yeah, that dude's pretty cool. He's like he's not bad. I don't like the band. That's a terrible band. Between the Buried and Me is a terrible band. I am a progressive metal head. I learned how to play guitar from playing metal, progressive metal. So I'm actually, but not Between the Buried and Me. I don't like that band at all. Yeah, Dusty. He's cool though. But like I said, I don't like any of these artists, man. I'm against them. I'm against them all. I think they say that for the shits and giggles because they know a lot of people are. Yeah, they do. They're talking about the sun has a last Halloween. I think it was a jack-o'-lantern sun. Just stupid stuff, man. I mean, come on. I mean, NASA's putting this crap out, dude. Jack-o'-lantern sun for Halloween. I mean, come on, dude. Like we deserve to get invaded by aliens if you're this stupid and you believe in this. A jack-o'-lantern sun for Halloween. All right, cool. Yeah. Zombies up. Yeah, dance with mask on. Yeah. And that's what they do. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I used to do a lot of shows. I don't do shows anymore. I refuse to. I might do a show online. Anybody in here wearing a mask, though, I'm going to ban you and block you and kick you out if you come to my online show with a mask on. So I'm just going to put that out here now. So anybody sees this video and then you start calling me Owen Benjamin for banning you, I will ban you if you comment that you're wearing a mask on my live show if I do one on here. Do not wear a mask to my show. It's a virtual show. And people are wearing masks to virtual meetings. And I've seen it. I recorded it. And no, just don't do it. I'm just messing. Trey says, I don't know much about Tartarians. I see that as an allegory. History is a weird thing. It is. I don't either. I don't think anybody does, Drea. Whole Tartarian thing is it's been hidden from us because they just don't want us free. They changed the whole system, and now 1/3 of your life you have to spend working. I mean, could you imagine if I was able to go around, meet people, talk with people freely, and millions of people were able to just do that, and we weren't bound by having to work constantly, and we planted a whole bunch of fruit trees and things, and we're able to get vegetables, able to have these things, able to trade with each other, able to spend our lives living free, traveling where we want to travel. Cars were created to help humans travel, not to have jobs so that you have to have a license and you have to have insurance and you have to have a job in America in order to not die or become homeless on the street. You have to have a job, or else you're homeless on the street dying. Believe it or not, life is better in some of these third world countries because you don't even need to have a job and be homeless on the street. And you know the government will come pick you up and experiment on you, especially if you're homeless. How many reports have other truthers shown with that happening to the homeless population? I've noticed I haven't seen any reports on the homeless population throughout this pandemic. Did they murder all the homeless population? Is that what happened? I haven't even really seen in my area, and I'm not in DC City. Okay, I'm not in the city. All right, I take that as an insult. I am from the country. You beautiful people, I'm from the country. Okay, I grew up doing farm work. Manual labor. I hear people get sunburned. I have no idea what the hell that even is. Sun, we said that I heard sunburn as an excuse for you to tell your parents that you didn't want to do any chores today. See, if I said that, I got slapped, and it wasn't because I was black. Okay, it's because that meant I didn't want to do any work, and that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't flying with my parents. They said, "Oh, I feel sorry for you. Now get back out there and finish what I told you to do." You know what I'm saying? Have you cut that lawn? Have you pulled the weeds? Have you watered the garden? Have you rounded up the pigs? You all understand that? That might be foreign to some people. Okay, I grew up like that as a kid, 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Goats and crap like that, chewing on everything. I don't like all that. But it is what it is. I don't like them chewing on stuff. They chew on stuff. They eat stuff. They destroy stuff. But they're, like I said, agriculture is still good to have. Actually, no. Hey, everyone, agriculture will kill us all. And it's very dirty and it's very dangerous. And we all should just be on fake meat. You can trust this message, brought to you by the Amish Space Station and the UN and the Rockefeller. This message has been approved by the Freemasons. Eat the fake meat. David said so. Louis Pasteur apparently recanted his germ theory on his deathbed. Oh, there was a whole bunch of stuff about him. He's another one that you can hardly talk about on YouTube without getting shut down on here, Because when you start exposing him and Crook and the rest of them, man, it starts getting dirty, Of course, you're going to make animals sick if you take dead, rotting bacteria that's been sitting out in the sun for 55 days, at 33 days, sorry. At 66 days. And then you inject that into the bloodstream. I shouldn't even have to say that. I shouldn't have to say that. The only thing you could probably eat after 500 days is probably McDonald's food and not get 100% sick right away from it. Those preservatives work. Trust me. Look, you all are conspiracy theorists and you might not like all those preservatives, but trust me, the fast food, if you don't hurry up and eat it, see, a lot of people will question because they're stupid, right? They would say, it's fast food. Why do you need preservatives in it? It's supposed to be eaten right away. Why do you need preservatives in it? People who think like that are stupid, okay? It needs to be preserved so that they can get it to you faster. It makes perfect sense to me. God. It's amazing how stupid people are sometimes. Nakashima says, I only listen to Beaver Bomb bands from 1948. It's the one absurd issue I hold true to. And Nakashima says, I still work on my music from time to time, but my life had been primarily making sculptures for almost 3 years. That is interesting. I'm here for the music at Amish Space Day. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to try to do as much truth music as possible. I want to put it on Apple and everywhere because they'll take it off YouTube. But I want to see if I can put it on Apple Music and stuff. Especially this Greta, this one featuring Greta Thunberg. She killed it, literally. She's really good. Nakastreamy says the smack-o-lantern. I'd like to smack a lantern. Oh, they love their pagan holidays. It's Jack-o'-lantern sun. They love it. Matt says, I agree, Amish. Eric Dubay turned me on to that whole idea. True freedom. We spend half a year as a machine cog. We do. Eric helped me out with that. Yeah, It's frowned upon. That's what the whole nation started turning its back on was, the American dream. Being able to live, build your own house, put up your own house, buy a huge amount of property, have your own land. Now the government owns all the property. And you're supposed to just be truly free. And they've taken it away, which is unforgivable, which is illegal. Right there. I mean, there's so much stuff illegal going on that when we allow the illegal stuff to go on like this, it becomes commonplace. So my parents don't even realize that what they're seeing on the news is illegal. They don't even realize that. When businesses are saying on the news that they legally can mandate things, that is illegal on the grounds of discrimination. Let me explain. You're not really allowed to go into stores without a shirt or shoes, mainly because of liability. So if I walk in to the store half naked, something falls on me and cuts me up because I don't have any jeans on or shoes on and busts my toe wide open, I can sue. It's actually more of an insurance thing. So they have to put the slippery floor signs up because you will hurt yourself. They legally have to do that. It's a legal thing. It is illegal for them to do that, but they're doing it anyway. It's illegal to lie and say something is a proven fact because it's the current accepted science, but they do it anyway. So it becomes commonplace. See what I'm saying? All this stuff becomes commonplace when that happens. Real quick, I didn't read this to you guys. I wanted to document this. Back on that, just real quick, on that epidemic could be a result of human evolution. It says some people lie and spread misinformation to gain advantage over others. Isn't that what the mainstream is doing? That's what they're doing. They're lying and saying that every doctor that disagrees with them is wrong because they're trying to spread misinformation to gain the advantage over the freedom of, real doctors coming out speaking the truth that they are professionals in, and they're trying to take away all of the doctors' licenses. Any doctor that comes out, you're at risk now of having your license removed. So, are you afraid? Are you afraid, doctors? Are you all these little pansies? Are you all afraid? That's why I say you really don't need to be a doctor. What are you going to do with me? You're going to take away some medical license from me? Try it! Good luck. I welcome you to try it. Hey, thank you, non-extremist. I appreciate that. What's up says, for real, your last music video was on fire. I shared it with all my truther. Oh, thank you. I actually got a lot of I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I gained a whole bunch of subscribers. I was like, dude, I think people are sharing my stuff. I haven't been sharing my channel as much as I actually should. And I wanted to. I appreciate that. I think I'll actually hit 500. So I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Non-extremist says, first time I heard Eric was in 2014. He was deleted by the time I found him. And when I searched Eric Dubé, you want to know what came up? I think he'll come up now because he has a new channel. But what came up was Simon Dan. Where's Simon Dan? Come on. Wow. So Eric's back on top again a little bit. Still people trying to make fun of him, so especially this nerd. Did you guys see this guy fight the flat earth? Did you see how I told him I wanted to moderate for him and Santos? And he's like, no, there's nothing to debate. We're not. Here he is. This is the first video that I've really seen on YouTube. When I was searching Eric Dubé, is one of the first ones that popped up. Simon Dan. And it's just him sitting here talking nonsense. It's like, I was like, wow, what I mean, I seen how stupid it was from the get-go. I mean, it was dumb. Eric Dubé's been killing it. He's been destroying level. He's been destroying. Now, you search for his name. In some cases, you will find him. I've been making modifications to mine, so now when I search people, sometimes it'll pop up. Oh, JK Grunge, that's interesting. Have you guys heard about the plasma apocalypse, and what are your thoughts? California dew attack. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. They can't see anything. They can't see anything. Russian Vids was talking smack about Eric again a few streams back. I unsubscribed. Yeah, I did too. I actually got an exposed video on him on Russian Vids. He lied to me a couple times. He said that Mag Bitter Truth took all of his videos and repurposed them as Russian Vid said he took, I put the photo proof and everything of all the messages. Russian Vid said Mag Bitter Truth took all of his videos from Russian Vids and repurposed them as his own Mag Bitter Truth videos. I'm trying to speak so you guys understand instead of saying him and her. Yeah, because you guys don't know this yet, but Russian Vids owns the truth. Yeah. I'm actually stealing from Eric Dubay. I meant to tell you guys. I talk about Flat Earth. And Eric Dubay owns Flat Earth, so I'm stealing from him. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to steal the Earth and steal truth. Yeah, believe it or not, that's happening. Yeah, so that's a very good unsubscribe. The plasma apocalypse. I'm gonna talk about that for a second. According to Jay Dreamers, the dome at the North Pole will open and the air, along with everything else, will be sucked in and out. And there'll be a plasma discharge everywhere. Well, and I'm going to end the stream in a few. So I would like to talk about that. I am not too familiar with that, but not that. I am familiar with the look, and also this here. I'm new to it as well. It's basically what it is that the world resets. I don't think the world resets every 2,000 years. I don't. I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm honestly, I'm gonna be 100% right here. This is me. I know I'm not gonna be able to find the information. Seriously, I also, before I say this, Cuomo's resigning because of, I mentioned this earlier. I am going to join one of these Me Too movements, and I'm going to say he touched me. He sexually harassed me, and he touched me. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna report it and see what happens. Because I mean, pretty much everybody. You don't even need proof, to do it. So yeah, I need to start to hop on to that. That way, I can wake some people up. Be like, yeah, you guys need to stop following these politicians because he touched me on my pee-pee. Anyway, let me get back to this. Oh, hey Tony, thanks for joining, my friend. Simon Trent. Look, Vertex, calling out what he is hate speech. Okay, you can't do that. You have to call out what he's not. A science man. All right, guys. All right. I don't think the Earth resets every 2,000. I don't know about the pole thing. People need to get to the pole and like to the north. We need free exploration. We need to get there. We need to really blow the lid off of this, but we can't because 90% of the Earth is retarded. So when you're dealing with that, and then you're dealing on top of that, you're dealing with Robin coming out as bi, making headlines and news, and then you're dealing with them sending phalluses to space, big ones too. You guys already know they're sending huge ones to space. On top of the sickness going around and the weaponized germ theory, on top of conspiracy theorists being part of evolution, on top of Earth is burning up and is about to be on fire in 10 years or 20 years, and the climate change is just destroying us all. When you add something like the North Pole opening up, I mean, that'll just prove climate change 100% correct. I've never seen any science following the scientific method showing that climate change is ever to even exist. So I can't give them that satisfaction. This is funny. The richest guy on earth can launch himself into space from a phallus, Amish space station, while over half the country lives paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Actually, he's part Cuban. So while the Cubans are being destroyed and dying, yeah, he's going to space on a big phallus. That's a pretty big phallus, though. You guys have to admit. Come on now. You know what I mean? You know you're jealous. All the guys in here. Don't. You know, doesn't this look like his head? I know I mentioned this a lot, but this looks just like his head. It's just amazing. Look, he's resigning because he touched me. All right. I don't like getting touched in inappropriate places by these pedos. I don't like it. And they touched me and they probably touched you too. Okay. And I think you need to join me. The more people, the better. That's the new communist way of America. This happened 45 years ago. And I think he needs to be prosecuted now for it. Straight up. I don't see a problem with that. And if you disagree with that, you're just, you have a phobia against the Me Too. And you need to get over your phobia because it is 2021. And we need to live in the love movement. We need to be tolerant of all, even if they march down your street and attack you for having your own opinion. You still have to be tolerant. They don't have to be tolerant, but you do. All right. I'm sorry if you guys don't like it. Oh, well, it's the way it is. All right. Oh, anyway, let me. No, you know what? They didn't really have much of those. But yeah, the North Pole thing. I'm gonna check that out. Jay Dreamers. Is that a new video? Can you link that to me in the comments on this video? JK Grunge, if you don't mind, my friend. I'd really appreciate that if you can. I want to watch what he's saying about it. Before I really say, I'm just telling you what I think. So this isn't what I've researched. But I've heard about it. I don't know about a plasma discharge, but I do think that if anything happens here on Earth, it's their doing. They are the ones hitting the reset. They are the ones. I mean, honestly, they know when it's going to happen. I mean, that's almost undeniable because most of them should have died out on the last reset. And in order to be able to take down an empire, even if I don't even know, maybe Tartarian Empire, I've been looking a lot of it up, and the Tartarians could have actually been part of, the reset thing. When you have like an empire that massive, even with, the advanced technology like that, I don't know. And like I mentioned on the other thing, a lot of people are jumping to conclusions with Tartaria, and they're thinking that stuff was good. Look, here's the truth, guys and ladies. We don't know whether that technology was good or not. Some of that technology, there could have been some kind of major surge, an electromagnetic discharge, which you've all seen some videos on that, where that could be destructive. Electromagnetism and the power that it can generate can be very, very dangerous to human life. Magnets that large, if these are horseshoe magnets, if these things are horseshoe magnets and used to generate, apparently these have a lot of iron in them. This is all iron structures and stuff. But yeah, a lot of people, we have no idea really when it comes down to some of this stuff. I don't know if Tartaria was a good thing or a bad thing. I don't envy these people. Believe it or not, I really don't. I don't envy these people. I only envy the very notion of freedom. I only envy a time period where people understood life. We don't really need electricity. And if we do make electricity, it should be free for everyone. We don't need a cure for cancer if Everyone who has it can't afford to have the treatment. We don't need advancements in society. We don't need cars if everyone doesn't have the ability to travel freely. We don't need planes if everyone is put on a no-fly list. We don't need this technology if it's not free for everyone. So I know this makes a lot of Tartarian people mad, but this is the truth. It isn't necessary. We don't need all of this grand architecture. We don't need all of this technology. We don't need any of it if it's not to benefit life for all, because there's no purpose for it. There's nothing but suffering out here in this world, true suffering, real suffering. And it could be fixed if people just understood that the only thing that's important is helping each other. That's it. That's the only thing that's important. Having areas reserved for fruit, vegetables. I mean, I'm just spitballing solutions. But imagine if there's an area, a very large area in each of your cities, every city you're from. Imagine there's a huge area in your city, all put there for agriculture, for all free fruit and vegetables and farmland right there for the entire city. And the citizens of that city, you guys listening to me, this is just a spitball off the top of my head. Citizens in that city take turns once every month, once every 6 months. I mean, there's millions of people in some of these cities. How much do you have to really honestly work? How much fruit can you get from a whole bunch of fruit trees? How many vegetables can you get with a huge area of land that every person on earth could take turns working for one day in order to get all of that food for free, in order to go there and eat when you need to eat? We have an abundance of land on this earth. We have an abundance, but they're sitting here telling you that we're overpopulated. They're sitting here telling you that we're running out of water. No. On earth, around, where the water spins and sticks to the ball, not only does the water stick to the ball, but the water runs away from the ball at the exact same time due to Einstein and his theory of nonsense. You see what I'm saying? But we follow that theory because people with higher degrees than you agree that it's correct. There doesn't have to be proof. And we follow that, and people don't even understand that we have almost an unlimited amount. We literally can fit the entire population in the state, the wonderful state of Texas. I already put that up. I already showed you that the entire population of Earth right now can fit in one state. One state, comfortably, with almost a football field of land to each person on Earth, can fit in Texas. This is just one solution. We could have free food, and I am not talking about communism. Communism is what America is now, where I can go to work like I do, work hard and be extremely good at my job, right? Electrical engineering. And I don't make more money than anybody else. Somebody else can come here and not have anything, and they make the same amount as me or more. Actually, new hires they might make more. You never know now, And that's technically that's communism, and that's what America has allowed to happen. They've allowed communism. They've allowed other people to do less work and still get paid the same amount. We live in technically a communist nation. And the reason it's not working right now, it's not capitalism, it's communism. I don't care what anybody says, communism. And the United States is a republic. It is not a democracy. It is a republic. And people don't seem to understand that. Even though it's a fake republic, it's actually more of a dictatorship by an evil cabal. But we're not going to talk about that. Knocker Streamer says, don't be sticking to that ball, yo. But yeah, I mean, if you guys could imagine this, and I think this is what we need to do. More people just need to come together. I'm going to see if I can contact Richie from Boston, and I am going to pay. You guys listening? I'm going to pay my own. Okay, I'm going to pay for a few network. Actually, to be honest with you, this is what I went to college for, quite frankly. But I'm not going to do it. No. Okay. I'm going to pay to have people manage it for me and directly. Because there's a little bit of security things that I want to be updated on. But what I want to do is I want to see if I can get in contact with Richie from Boston directly. And I actually want to see if he will give me a shout out for a website that will directly connect people together. I want every single person on there able to work in one location. Every single person go and put up this information, and I want people to have access to this. Okay, not just me. I need other people involved in this, but there needs to be some kind of a start. We need a location where everyone can meet each other, where everyone can be like, this is my area. Who are you? Who are you? Blah, blah, blah. Where people can actually chat and get on there and video chat with people directly and stuff. And everyone's able to do that strictly. I might even get an app made, and I will pay for this out of my own pocket personally. Okay. Because that's how important it is. But like I was saying, as a possible solution, if every single person were to put in 1 day of work in your city just to make sure that they water the vegetables, pick the vegetables, I don't care, put in 10 hours of work for 1 day in your life, right? Like we don't do that every day. That's more than enough, okay, for kids to grow up free, understand the ways, not to lock them down. Kids shouldn't be working under any circumstances. They're supposed to be uh living free, enjoying life, getting free food from the earth. How many people can 1,000 apple trees actually feed? How many people can 1,000 apple trees feed? There is no such thing as starvation and hunger. It is engineered. It's not natural. No, because you're not going to starve when there's an overabundance of food coming from the earth. You only starve when you're not allowed to go to the earth to make your food, to grow your food. You're not allowed to go into the grocery store. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. That's not natural. Not being allowed to do something like that's not natural. We live free. Food comes from the earth. Our medicine comes from the earth. There are natural pesticides. You don't need to spray anything. There's things that animals don't like, that creatures and rodents and pests don't like, that is 100% natural. You don't need all that other stuff. Just like you get bit by a poisonous snake, you go and you find animals that have natural defenses against that, enzymes against that, and you inject those enzymes into you, and those enzymes will help to fight back against that poison substance that is natural, that that entered your body. Just because the substance is natural doesn't mean that it's naturally found inside of you in those quantities. So rattlesnake venom, for instance, is not a natural substance that's found inside of you, and people need to wake up and realize that. Communitarian, I can't say that word. Communitarianism is the new communism. I just call them traitors to humanity. This was this was also something too that I seen. You guys have seen this crypto definition. Did they change this? I think they did change it. Person having a secret allegiance to a political creed, especially communism. So people thinking that cryptocurrency is good. Cryptocurrency is the end of your life, as well as them blocking you from going into any supermarkets for food and stuff. See, the thing is that even if you have a farm, you have to understand that to be human, you have to have a little bit of concern for some other people. Okay, we all don't have farms, and we need to save many other people. We need to try and help other people. In a way, by helping the masses, we help ourselves. Because all the people that fall victim to this are going to turn into your enemies. You all understand? They're going to turn into your enemies. So the more people you save become your allies. But back to what I was saying, I don't think I finished my statement. I want to see if I can get in touch with Richie and see if he can give me a shout out to do some kind of a network where everybody can build groups together. I mean, complete groups together, and make sure that we have this is the time. This is it. You're either going to let it happen and die, okay? Or you're going to do everything you can to preserve your own freedom, okay? I don't want to hear the, well, they own the courts. There's no point in going to court. Oh, well, we're going to court. Even the vote crap. Even the, it doesn't matter what it is. Do everything you can do. I don't care. Write letters. Mail them into the politicians. Let them know that you know that nothing's isolated. Send in the papers. Show them the proof. You need some proof? Email me. I'll send you whatever you're looking for. You need more information on the germ theory. You need more information on any of this stuff to, any kind of legal information on any documents, any patents. It doesn't matter. I know where they all are. I have them all. On standby, might I ask. Might I add to that? But I want to build that network, and I want everyone to be aware of that network. I don't care who it is. Every single truther. I want everybody to be aware of that network, and that network needs to be an easy-to-use network, and it needs to be a network that even if it's infiltrated, it poses no problem, because it needs to be an instantaneous thing where we all have connections with each other. And we need to be able to talk with each other. We need to be able to have meetings daily with each other. We need to get back to what it means to be human and to have connections with people. We have to. If we don't, this is over. It's done. Because they are coming after all the children at this point. And all of the kids are next. All of the kids are next. So it's up to you. You can either be part of the solution or you're part of the cause. Matt says, I think we all just need to get extremely rich. Then instead of being hedonists, we buy the support to go to the, yeah. Here's the thing. Nobody believes that the outer lands exists. That's why I find females so unattractive when it comes to if they're truly married to the globe, because I could never be in a friendship and a relationship even, or in a partnership with someone who just can't understand this. I can't do it. It's impossible. My brain it doesn't work that way. I can't allow myself to do that. So, because I agree, we do need to get to the outer lands. We do, but not just because we're curious, for many reasons. Getting to the outer lands does many things. It does more it instantaneously throws the globe out, because when you go to the outer lands and show how the lands are way more vast than what they say instantaneously, right? When you show that instantly, there is nothing they can say about that. And it'll do a lot more. You know what I mean? But it's horrible. Matt says, invest in bullets. You won't need to worry about people not sharing in worst case scenario. Worry about them taking your food. Yeah. And that's the thing. People are psycho. See, what it is they're also putting us in danger. You're 100% right. They're putting us in danger by not being prepared. They're putting us in danger. They pose a danger to your life, to your family, to your children. They're dangerous because when they're starving and they're not listening, when we say that you need to be prepared and responsible for your survival, they're not listening and taking that serious. So they come and wipe your family out because their child needs to eat. Somehow that's okay because their child needs to eat. Apparently that's okay somehow. Hey, what's up says post his email if anybody wants to contact you. Definitely. Crypto is decentralized and backed by the blockchain. Correct. Take advantage of it or be taken advantage by it. Just my 2 cents. Well, I don't know. I think I'll be honest. You guys want to know the truth on that? It's still controlled. They're going to use it. They're going to control it. And it's also a currency that the human body manipulation data is, once you get this injection, you're probably going to be doing that and turning it into it's like me. It's like I have some crypto, but it's not my it's not, it's just, to me, it doesn't seem real. And when it comes to um crypto and stuff, money really won't make a difference to starving people. No money will. Gold won't make any difference. The only thing people need in that scenario is food. In a societal collapse, money's not really going to help you. Over in Cuba, money's not really going to help you. And if anybody over there found out that you had millions of dollars on stash and you could be buying them, 2 or 3 chickens, because that's probably all you can buy with $1 million, they'll probably hurt you for it or kill you if you're lucky. So, it's like, I don't like where crypto is going. I don't like where crypto's going. Crypto is communist currency to me, and I don't think that any of us will benefit. For you to have access to your crypto, when they take control of it, they are going to make sure that you have your shot in order to use crypto. So in my case, you have to have ID, cell phone, and your bank account information and all this other stuff hooked up to all of these apps like Coinbase and everything in order for them to use your, to deal in crypto. And it just changes. It goes up, it goes down, it goes this, it goes that. I know that, here's the thing, crypto is 100% controlled. What I've learned about this world is that everything is controlled. The music industry is completely controlled. The film industry is completely controlled. Like I said, I've filmed horror films, and you're not going to get in Sundance Music Festival. I don't care who you are or how much money you have. You're not going to get in there. It's all controlled. You can spend $1 million and draw traffic to your YouTube channel, and you can get 50 million views in 1 second, and you will not be on the trending tab on YouTube. They pick and decide who goes on the trending tab. That the same goes for every single video sharing a platform. Music sharing platform as well. I've already tested. I've already tried it. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be Vimeo. It could be any of that. I have already proven now. I've proven it over the last 20 years that all of this stuff, believe it or not, is all controlled. Whether or not you're going to make it to retirement is controlled. Whether or not everything is controlled in this world. The weather is completely controlled. That's kind of how I feel too about like J.K. Grunge mentioned the plasma discharge. It's controlled. All of it's controlled. It's all controlled. And when people realize that every single thing is 100% controlled, you can really fix the world. You really can. World-class Satanists. Hello there, my friend. I have seen you from Hacking the Headlines. I hope I didn't upset you or anything. I did call out Hacking the Headlines a little bit because I think that she did a couple things wrong. But you seem like a pretty straight-up individual, I might say for myself, from the many months that I've seen you over there. I recognize you, though. So, thank you for joining. And Non-Constreamist says, I'm a silver guy. I feel it's a spiritual metal. Yeah. I actually bought a lot of silver too. I just hate currency, and I don't think we need any currency. I don't think we need any currency. People aren't really understanding. There's more important. When you introduce any money system and any currency system, it is subjected to being controlled. They cannot control the relationships we have with each other. They can't stop you from coming over to my farm and getting food. They can't stop you from doing that. They can only say I have to destroy all of my crops and put me out of a business and say that I'm spreading diseases like mad cow disease and I'm doing this and that, and they can scare you away from me. That's what they can do. That's how they do it. Anything they can control, they will control. They created pencils and pens. That's for writing on sheets of paper. However, they're used for stabbing people as well. Same as forks and knives. They create weapons for self-defense. However, they're used for assault as well. Every single thing that we have is completely weaponized. Doesn't matter what it is. These communication devices that we all get a lot of truth from, books, they're used for education. They're also used for indoctrination. Every single thing has a yin yang. Every single thing has a dark, a light, a positive, and a negative. And they use everything they can as a weapon. Your TV is used as a weapon. Spirituality is used as a weapon. Fake religion is used as a weapon. That's the reason people can't wake up. That's the reason they're not on the level that most of us are on. Because they can't. Matt says, rubs hands. Oh, yes, film and media. Central banks are controlled 100%. Yeah, all of it is. They won't let you on. And if somehow you generated a lot of buzz, say you actually paid a social media manipulation company, which I am very well aware of. I actually showed how social media manipulation companies were responsible for that one crackhead rapper, Little Pump. That's how they pumped him up. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Look, I'm going to do all this on my stream, on my my music industry exposed stream. I'll go into details on this because it's actually fascinating how well I broke this stuff down. I mean, I know more about this than any person alive. I don't care what anybody says. I'm really cocky about the music industry because I know how destructive it is. Here it is. Multimedia companies specialize. This is Lyrical Lemonade. Multimedia companies specializing in music videos, live events, exclusive content, merchandise, and plenty more. Striving to create innovative and creative content. You guys' support is everything. Cole Bennett. Cole Bennett. Okay, I'm not doing all that. Cole Bennett is a representative from oh my God. What's the name of that record? Interscope. Interscope Records. This is the platform that they take all of these trash mumble rapping, you already know, and they get them millions of views and push them as the new and upcoming artists. Post Malone, Lil Tecca, YTB Trench, Kobe, I don't even know how to say his name, Juice WRLD, on video doing a Freemasonic he straight up says that they're doing this like satanic ritual, whatever, with the ground on fire and pentagram and all this crap. He actually has them filmed right from his website. He's filming them doing it. Doesn't think twice about it. Have no idea why Eminem is on there. Chicago Bears, Danny Towers. All of these are different people. These are all the people that they promote to be the biggest stars. So these people get more views and more clout on here than they get more clout on here than on their own networks. You could literally go to this kid, whatever his name is. I don't know. You can click on some of these guys and you go to their websites, their YouTube channels, and their YouTube channel is, I mean, it's whack. They got like 50,000 subs. 100 million views on here everywhere, getting promoted everywhere. And these are social media manipulation companies. I even know the company. It's actually a company that's backed by, look, I don't want to do it right now, but I mean, I exposed the whole thing. I actually exposed the entire thing. The record label, the owner of the record label, I don't feel like doing it right now. Anyway, I'll explain to you. I'll find it and I'll actually do a stream on it. The owner of his record label, his parent record label, the owner of that record label is owned by an insurance company. All insurance companies are all the ones putting out all of the records, and they're the ones financing and funding these little children. This dude was 13 years old when he came out. How can a 13-year-old have millions of dollars in his hand? It's impossible. It doesn't work that way. It's all fake. See what I'm saying? A lot of people just they can't understand this. They don't get it. They don't get it. It's all fake. These people have no money. None of these celebrities are real. They're all fake. They have no money. They have nothing whatsoever. It's all fake. They're literally crackheads. They're not even old enough to legally be able to even be signed to a record label, even with consent. There's a lot of legal law. I have music attorneys. You guys understand this? I've been doing this for 20 years. It's illegal. The whole thing's fake. Cell phones are literal Black Mirror shrines. Yeah, they are. Speaking of Black Mirrors, that was one of the first things that really started me on the path to actually learning, and it was learning a lot about the occult and Dr. John D. and him and Edward Kelly and his writings and stuff like that. You guys, never mind. But yeah, learning a lot about this stuff. He did these scrying mirrors, his scrying sessions. Dr. D. Edward Kelly, here it is here, scrying sessions and stuff. I've read his diaries and I've researched this dude for, oh, God. Oh, like I said, I'm not here to teach you guys a cult. I refuse to. I understand the problem with it, and I understand what these people were doing. So it's not, it's a lot of truthers that teach too much occult nonsense to people, and that's really what they're doing. They're indoctrinating people like Russian vids. It's a good idea. I think I could probably do something like that. I'll feature you on there. Nakastream says it's scary what this is coming to with the rappers being dope MCs flashing money and auto-tune, and that's it with a different image and each time. Yep. I actually exposed there's some software that can transform your voice and make you actually sound like you can sing beautifully. It's not auto-tune, it's something completely different. And I have used it in a studio before. I got a lot of these as demonstrations. I just got to get around to uploading it and putting this stuff up to show you. But they actually use that crap to oh, it's amazing. These singers can't even sing. They can't sing a lick. They're really bad. People have exposed that for years. They even come out and show it. It's another thing. Some of these modern rappers names, yeah, Little Pump, said that doesn't sound tough, but makes think of Austin makes you think of Austin Powers and his little yeah, it's a joke, and they're actually clowns, and they're doing it on purpose. That's why they're coloring their teeth and coloring their hair. 3-6, you see it on his face and stuff. I mean, this dude's a clown. Have you ever seen anybody this disgusting before in your life? And look at this. I'm not even going there. I don't know if that dude's clothes is off, but let me scroll down because it kind of looks like that dude's clothes are off, and he can do that on YouTube, but I can't. So there's that. And it's a guy. So, but because that person has so much cosmetic surgery done, apparently people think women look like that. So YouTube would hit that. So, but it looks like I can see one of those breastplates. So we'll scroll down from that. Vertex says Melodine, Amish. Oh, no, not Melodine. That's another plugin, right? Who would get this tattoo? This is an instant breakup with a chick if she walks around with that dude's face on her. Hey, look at this dude. It's a crackhead. Yeah, Melodine is no, Melodine, no. This is something completely different. It's not pitch correction. It's not pitch correction. It's something else, dude. It's really bad. I forgot the exact name of it, but it's really not available openly to the public like that. It's really not. But it's really, really, really bad. Like they'll take your voice and it will add your voice. It adds pressure to your voice. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come in and you go, like, as an example, you go, oh, it'll make your voice sound like you just harmonize that and add extra emotion that you didn't even record with it there through compression and expansion and stuff. It's like it's like the software they use to give what do you call it? AI a voice. It's that. Some of the new AI when you're talking to it and you're like, it's like, oh, hi. Not the Siri stuff, the new stuff that they were showing a few years ago, where it's like, oh, yeah, I can order a pizza for you. It sounded like a person. And the people didn't know that they were talking to a computer. It's like that type of crap. Yep. Pride Month clowns. This is exactly what they are. It's amazing. You know what? I'm gonna end this stream off on something I want you guys to check out. Uh, oh yeah, I know. I know. People are just cracked out of their heads. 100% clowns. I want you guys to check this out. This is what I'm gonna end this off on. Truth Unveiled 777. I'm ending this off on this. He has a follow-up video. This is the truth about homosexuality. He's not talking about pride. Okay. Homosexuality, this is the follow-up. This was a very shocking video for me. So if you guys get a chance to see this video, definitely check it out. Truth Unveiled, Chris, he has some shocking stuff that he really finds and that he shows. But I want to end the stream off with this. He shows in this video that Sodom and Gomorrah supposedly was destroyed because of pride. Had nothing to do with homosexuality, but it was pride. It's the pride. It's what these people are doing. If you are homosexual, it's fine. Do what you want. Honestly, I can't even tell you how much I don't care. If there was a way for me to show you how much I don't care, but there isn't. It doesn't exist for me to show you the amount to which I don't care. They haven't created that measurement system yet. So, because of that, what I'm trying to explain is when you push it on people or you have so much pride that you smite down everyone else because of what you feel. That's the problem. I think Chris is 100% right about this, but I think that he's wrong on one part of it, but only on one part. And that's the part with understanding that people have been altered. Their sexuality has been altered because of the food they eat. Even the mothers that give birth to different children, the stuff they are doing while during pregnancy periods and stuff like that, and what is actually going on. You have to be very careful. Sometimes it is not that you're born that way. You're being exposed to many different things, and you need to be able to recognize that, because the people who feel certain ways feel that way. And like I said, you guys see me come out, and I'm black, and you see me coming out against Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter is racist, and white people are actually being really mistreated everywhere. I'm hearing that white people are extremists and white people are dangerous and white people are terrors and white people are just, we got to destroy white people. I'm just like, what is going on here? White people are saying that about other white people. So I see the attack. And it's my duty to make sure I clarify to people that I am not part of Black Lives Matter extremism. I'm not part of that fake movement. The same way that it's part of certain star people to stand up against other star people, isn't it? Isn't it? Huh? Yeah, you're supposed to stand up against other star people. You're not supposed to come into the truth community and say that you're a star person and expect people to still not be kind of racial toward you. You're supposed to stand against the people who are using you, the fake ones who are using you to create all of this racism and all of this division. You stand up against that. You understand? So I'm not trying to, I don't want people to think that I'm racial toward it. I don't even know people's race, quite frankly. I'm probably friends with some star people and I don't even know it yet. Because as long as they don't open their mouth to start being extreme with me, it's fine. I don't care who you are. You come here and say that you deserve to live and I deserve to die, me and you're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the authority to tell anybody to do anything with their life. You know what I mean? Matt says, sad, but it's almost like if you don't get them stoned, fate goes the exact opposite way and try to oppress the majority of normal straight families and sacrifice them at the altar of the woke. Yeah, Yeah, they do. They do. They have to understand that what they're doing is dangerous. So if you are, let me say this real clearly, if you're part of the homosexual community, okay, and this is what I did on that video, by the way, just in case you guys, there was a couple people asking me some weird crap about that on that music video I did on Lil Nas X. What I was saying was the people I was talking about the ABC LGB community, and I was talking about them being outraged at this guy promoting evilness with that. See, the thing is that if you truly are oppressed and you truly are getting a bad rep, it should make you mad that now you're being associated with lap dances on the devil. Lap dances on the devil, you know, promoting naked men everywhere. A whole bunch of, I mean, just no. Your sexuality is your own personal orientation. See, and all this goes right along with the health situation. Your health is your own personal. Your health is your own personal responsibility. Your orientation is your own personal responsibility. If you're a homosexual, then it's fine. Do that. It's yours. It's not everyone's business. Why are you out in the street? Why are you in the school? What's wrong with you? This is a private matter. You see what I'm saying? But when you allow private matters to be public, you are no longer in control. Now, if you don't have a mask on, you're not going anywhere, buddy. I'm going to affect your life directly now because you allowed me into your personal space. You allowed me into your life. You got a smartphone and you got cameras at your house. So you have allowed me to spy on your conversations you're having with your family. You have computers and TVs in your bedroom. So now you put cameras in your bedrooms connected to your smart TVs, and we are allowed to watch you guys while you're sleeping. That's all you're doing. And we're allowed to use that as blackmail. We're allowed to put you on unlisted sites, okay? Hacked cameras. We're allowed to do anything. We can even fly drones over your house and stare into your windows. And you legally cannot shoot one down because you don't own the air that you're breathing above your house. You guys think I'm joking? I'm being 100% serious. These are all facts that I'm saying here. Birthday. I identify as the King Emperor Penguin. And I identify as, I agree with that. And I think that should be recognized across the world. And if anybody were to say that you're not that, they deserve to be stoned. I agree, 100%. I agree. I see no problem with that. I'm not against everybody either. Just a disclaimer. I don't like extreme anything. Me too. I'm the same way. I don't like extremism. It's and there's both ways. It goes both ways. But it is your duty to stand up if I walk around and people are like, oh man, cops are shooting you black guys. And no cop shot me. You know why? I think it's because I just listened to them and I said hi. I wasn't angry, asking them what you pulling me over for. They tell you what they're pulling you over for. And I wasn't going to sit there and have a debate with somebody saying, no, you got a little thing that you clocked that is broken. And you know what happened? I went to court and I said that my speedometer was broken. If I even was going that fast to begin with, I don't have a driving record. You know what the judge said? Judge said, okay, whatever. You're free to go. You don't have to pay. And guess what? I just walked right out of there. I didn't get shot or anything. I think I'm just one of those lucky darker skinned guys. That's what it was. The majority are just getting killed, though. It's a slaughter out here. I've seen 5 get shot earlier this morning. So, yeah. Watts says, I agree. The race agenda is nothing but an agenda. We're all humans, just with different skin tones. I see everybody as brothers and sisters. That's exactly what they are. Yeah, the culture is divided by somebody commented in here. You mentioned Martin and John Levi. I've watched every John Levi video multiple times. You guys believe that? He has over 120 videos. I watched them all multiple times, every single one, from the last one to the beginning, over a period of I don't know how long, but it was every day, all day. For over 10 hours a day, I was watching all his videos. That's what you got to do. especially if you want to be able to even understand any of his stuff. He's an awesome researcher. But I think him combined with, Truth Unveiled would be a very good combination, because some of the locations that John Levi has mentioned has been locations that Chris has talked about, but he hasn't equivocated them to Tartaria. He's equivocated them to other types of things and shown proof. So best not to say, "Hey pig, what's your prop?" Right. Exactly. Exactly. It's like I said, there are people running around here with guns and stuff, and that's how they promote it through the music and stuff. And there's a lot of kids being promoted that, and they're doing a lot of crazy stuff, but you got to be aware of reality. And I think that's really what it comes down to, is being aware of reality. Just because somebody does something to one person doesn't mean anything. As long as they're not directing something toward me, it's fine. I would never be racial to somebody under any circumstances. I would cuss somebody out and defend myself if they abuse me in some kind of way, but there's no point in being racial, because that's like walking up to a man and saying, "Hey, you're such a stupid man." And they're just like, "Yeah, I'm a man. Am I supposed to be upset about that?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm white. Am I supposed to be upset about that? Oh, I'm black? Yeah, I am black. Am I supposed to be upset about that? Oh, I'm Asian? Yeah, I am Asian. I don't see your point. You call me an Asian. What does that have to do with anything?" See what I'm saying? It's just the intent behind what these people are doing. Like Owen Benjamin, his intent is to offend people unsolicited for no point. My intent is to break people's false belief that might hurt their feelings, but it's to break their false belief in a narrative that doesn't exist. That's way different than me trying to rile people up and be racist. It's completely different. So if I talk about Hitler, it's not to be racist. It's to educate you and to break you out of the lie that you may have learned about a lot of different aspects of what happened then. It's not to be racist. So I'm not going to sit here and use it. I could use it to be racist. I could say, "Oh, Hitler didn't blah, 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 blah. Hitler should have blah, 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 blah. Hitler should have this. Hitler should have blah, blah." I can use it. And you know what? If I was one of those septic individuals, I would get offended, because they're using that as a racial slur against me. And I don't mean offended as in, "Oh, this offends me, that offends me." I mean it as in, you're still free to say what you want. I wouldn't censor you. Now, you said it to my face and you're trying to start a fight with me. I'm going to respond back, and I'm going to aggravate you to the point of you crossing the line and putting your hands on me. You see what I'm saying? And at that point, then you have full right to defend yourself at that point. You see what I mean? And that's the way you're supposed to work. That's the way it works. You know what I mean? I'm not here trying to slur anyone. No. I'm not trying to slur. No one's trying to slur. We're not trying to do that. Now, if the truth hurts you enough to where you want to hurt me, like some of these globers would do, as they've done at some flat earth conventions, putting their hands on people. You put your hands on one of us, you are going to get it. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to feature you in my music video after I do it. And I'm going to say, all retards in the video, no one was harmed in the making of this video. Because YouTube loves lies. But we are going to defend ourselves. We're not going to sit back and just take your abuse. We are going to defend ourselves. And we all have a right for self-defense. I 100% believe that I don't believe it. I know it. No one has taken that away from us. I'm going to check out Reginald D. Hunter. U.S. Georgia, a black comic who has lived in the U.K. for 20 years. He's classic. Reginald D. Hunter. Yeah, I'll check him out. Straight white male, love me or hate me, I don't care. Woke folks, I'm not gonna cringe. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's the way it's supposed to be. As far as I'm concerned, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the only thing me and Chris probably wouldn't see eye to eye on. I think he's smart enough to see eye to eye. I do think that's the way it's supposed to be, because that's part of the natural way. Do we understand the way the creator thinks, or the all-seeing and all-knowing individual? Do we understand that? No, we don't. Well. Russian Vids understands exactly what God thinks. And if you don't follow what Russian Vids says, you're going straight to hell. Do not pass go and do not get 200 versions. So there's that. World star. Nah, dude, self-defense is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And I don't want any truthers appearing to be weak. Someone tries to hurt us, okay, because we're trying to help you, we have a full right to defend ourselves. It's not violence, it's self-defense. And we have a full right for self-defense against anyone who tries to hurt us. No one is supposed to be hurting anyone. We have full rights to self-defense. Anyway, guys, the genetically modified weather, the genetically engineered weather is about to start storming here. So thank you all for spending your valuable time with me. Shout out to everybody, Vertec, Matt, and everyone, Drea, and the legend, Travis Jones. Everybody, shout out to him. Keep him in your mind and in your thoughts and stuff, and in your prayers and stuff for his kid. Hopefully everything turns out good. But we got to fight back. You can't just let people hurt you. You got to figure out how to, and like I said, you figure out that way, work toward it. I'll give you guys an update on whether or not I can put up a website to see about connecting people and seeing about how we're going to create a brand new society if we have to, because I see that we're not going to be allowed to go anywhere or do anything. And that is assuming that they don't launch the military or try and hurt us in some kind of way. So we have no idea what they're planning on doing. But there's no point in being afraid of it. This is something that we said that they were going to do. They are the demon that is, in the closet. And then, that was in the closet all those years. Your mom or parents come and open up a closet and it's not there, but it's in there and you hear it moving. You see your door open. And what's happened now is it skipped that. And now it's stuck its claws into your back. Just what we said was going to happen. These people have done it, and they've done it in a very big way. They've unleashed the Kraken. Okay, that's literally what they have done. I can't say it like Liam Neeson, but I'm close. I'm close because he's a Hollywood pedo, so I'm close. It's as good as it's gonna get. Sorry, I like Liam, but I hate all Hollywood. I'm sorry. I'm pretty rough on Hollywood, bro. All right, Watts. Thank you, brother. Everyone in chat, much love. Sending good vibrations, sweet sensations to everybody here. Same to you. Perfect. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that for coming in here. You don't have to ever spend your time on anyone. It's the most valuable resource. And I appreciate that you guys care enough to actually talk with me on these days when I actually do need people to talk to. So thank you all for that. Thank you, JK Grunge. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna try to do some more streams this week though. So last thing, I think something's going on the 11th. I think there's like some kind of security test. I have no idea. So I want you guys to check in on that. I think there is some kind of security test going on. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know what they're doing. So just keep an eye out. It's on the cell phones. So I heard it's the 11th, and then I heard it's also the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. There's a couple things. Those are just dates, just to be mindful of, but definitely look into it. And I will check out that comedian, dude. Thank you guys. I'm a space station to the moon.